SOFI update here on the 10th. This video, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'm going to go over what it would look like if I'm wrong about coming down here to 550. Since most people think that I'm going to be wrong about that. So I'm going to do a video to show you what I would be looking for if I am wrong about that. And yeah, let's just go ahead and get started here. So going back to here, we had a move from 426 all the way up to 1170-ish. That is clearly A or 1. Looks like 5 waves to me. Could also be ABC though. You can see here, big move down. If this is 5 waves, it's a diagonal because we didn't even hit the 1.61 fib of the first wave. So it'd have to be a diagonal. It'd have to be fourth wave comes back into the first wave, like that. So I have that labeled as A or 1. Then we get this pullback. We're looking for the second wave or the B wave here. One thing that people that say I'm going to be wrong have going for them is that we are in monthly demand, and that's where all the institutions would like to accumulate. But the gap is down here. This is a weekly demand within monthly demand. That's the last gap on the chart down here. Well, besides these up here, I mean the last one down here. So if I'm wrong, we're looking for a third wave or a C wave. This is a second wave or the B wave. Get rid of these real quick. So we have 2 or B. So an Elliott wave, if you're going to start an impulse up, you can't have a lower low. So that means that the second wave ended right here. So we can go ahead and just draw a parallel line here and get an idea of where we're looking at for a C wave or a third wave. So if this is going to be a C wave, then I would be looking for a minimum of 1670. If it's a third wave, I'd be looking for a minimum of 22 bucks. So I already have 3 up here. Those are the 2 possibilities right there, C or 3. So that means if we get this out of the way, if that's the bottom, that means we would have to see an impulse move here. It can't be a corrective move at all. So I can count this as an impulse move. So that's likely wave 1. This can be wave 2. Debatable if this is going to continue to go higher. Again, it's in supply zone, so I would actually lean towards it coming back down here and filling the gap like I talked about in the last video. So, but let's just say, we could say this is a first wave of a third wave. We get a pullback like this. Something like that. Similar to the overall move, we need to see a move outside this parallel line to confirm that it is an impulse move. And we got to see a minimum of 1020, which is pretty much a given if we're going to go up to 16 bucks. The third wave is probably going to be longer. I would imagine that we see something around 11, 12, 13, 14 bucks for the third wave. If we're going to get all the way to a minimum of 16 bucks, it's going to have to go like this. And then we could go all the way up here, or we could stop here at 16 bucks. So any kind of combination of move to get up here to this area would have to happen. This is going to have to take off after earnings. If it does pull back, it could always end up being a B wave. Back down here, fill these gaps, and then go up, and just it would still be a second wave. It'd be a more extended second wave. But overall, it's basically got to do something like that in order to get up there. So where would I say I'm wrong at? If this breaks above If it breaks above 1020,
then there's a good chance I'm wrong, because that would mean we are likely in a third wave, breaking the 1.61 fib. If it comes up here and just hits like 950, 960, I'm not going to say I'm wrong yet, because it's still a lower high compared to this right here. So we have lower high, lower low. So really, until it comes up here and breaks 1020 and breaks this parallel line, I still like my original count. But I'm not going to say it's impossible that it goes up here, but a lot of factors are pointing towards this just being a WXY move, rising wedge up to 9 to 10 bucks, and then fall back down. So that's what's got to happen for me to be wrong on this move. Need to see something like this to show that we're actually breaking out. Anything up in here and it's just another lower high, and we can just fall back down here when the market actually corrects. The market is not correcting at all. So we'll see when the market actually has a big correction. If the market keeps on melting up, then maybe I'll be wrong and this will head up here to 16 to 22 bucks. It benefits me more to go up than go down. I'm not short. I have positive delta on SOFI. I have incentive for it to go up too. But I'm just showing what I see from the chart. So we'll see what happens. Break this parallel line, 1020 breaks, very good chance that I'm wrong and we're going up here, making the move up to 1670 and potentially 22 bucks. If it does go to 22 bucks, then that means it could be a third wave. It could still be a C wave too, but for a fifth wave, let's say it does go to 22 bucks, then you'd be looking at a move that could take us all the way up to, people are going to get all excited to hear this. If this happened, we would be going all the way up to potentially 45 bucks, 46 bucks. So it would look like this. So we'll see what happens. That's my little talk on if I'm wrong and what I want to see. Again, break 1020, get up in this area right here, and it's a good chance that I'm wrong about the count. That's it for this video. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll keep you updated. We'll see if there's any movement that can give us a good idea of where this is going in the next week or two.